Indian Space Research Organisation was established in 1962 and since then has been pioneering research in the field of space, right from the first satellite Aryabhatta to reaching out to Mars. Satish Dhawan Space Research Centre is located on Sriharikota Island in Andhra Pradesh. The island became operational in 1971 and is home to 2 launch pads, with the third one being planned. This visitor complex will give public a chance to understand and experience the Indian space program very closely. The site is located on the western edge of the island, forming a good vantage point for the 2 launch pads. The site is approximately 60 acres and will house various facilities like Space Museum, Space Theatre, Children's Learning Centre and Rocket Garden. It will be a place of learning as well as recreation, which will bring the world of space closer to the public. It will also enable the visitors to view launch events firsthand. Digging deep into ancient cosmology, we found the 4 basic elements defined by early astronomers, namely air or Vayu, earth or Bhumi, fire or Agni, and water or Jal. These elements activate the senses and form the basis of our existence. Finally, the astronomers defined the 5th element, ether or void or Akash, an element that was beyond our senses and difficult to comprehend. The design of this visitor complex takes inspiration from these elements of the cosmos. The primary site planning is based on the energy pattern of a cosmos with a central eye and surrounding layers of matter. A central water feature forms the core, and then the various blocks are arranged around it in concentric circles, each individually representing an element just like the cosmos. Entrance to the site is from the main road on the eastern edge. After parking the car, the visitor enters into the complex through the entrance plaza that houses the ticketing booth, security screening machines, information center, souvenir shop, and food court. The food court spills over into the court on the south side, and from there, the visitor goes on an exploration of the park. First is Earth, or Bhumi. Earth is representative of ground, of foundation, the base that we begin our journey on and progress further. The Space Museum forms that base. It tells the story of the evolution of ISRO, our various successes and growth over time, from a small space agency to the international organization we have become. The form of the museum is solid, finished in stone, depicting the Earth from which we have all risen. The internal spaces will have viewing galleries at different levels to enable visitors to see the display from various vantage points. Stories of ISRO heroes will be told through interactive displays, full-scale equipment, virtual reality interviews and videos which simultaneously give a glimpse of the future through technology. Second is air, or Vayu. Air is free and agile. It is infinite, just like our universe. The Space Theatre gives us a glimpse of this infinite space. The spherical form is representative of the unending universe that is there to explore. Within this space, the visitors will view galaxies and stars and be taken on a journey through the infinite space. The internal functions will be organized in a planetarium format with shows and presentation videos of stars and galaxies. The viewer will be immersed in the experience with a 360-degree view around him, feeling the infinity of space. Fire or Agni. Fire is volatile and dynamic. It rapidly changes its form and is not governed by anything, just like a child who is not governed by any rules and is free to explore the world. The children's activity space gives fuel to that fire. Like a child, it is fickle, changes in form with internal and external spaces that merge with the landscape, giving the child a lot of space to experiment and explore. It will house experiments and scaled models for kids to have a hands-on experience. There will be zones with interactive displays where kids can learn about space, answer quizzes and other zones where there will be models and experiments for kids to get involved in. Group activities like live experiments and model building will be organized. It will be a space where the interests of the young generation will be ignited towards science. Water or Jal. Water is cool and fluid. It aids the flow of things along with it. The rocket garden forms that fluid space, which is an outdoor space, and the user is free to navigate it as per their own wish. Full-scale rockets will be placed over the water body. The visitors will come and feel the enormity of our Indian space program. It is an outdoor garden with several models of rockets placed for display. The garden is central and fed by covered walkways for the ease of pedestrians. Ether or Akash. It represents the void which is beyond our comprehension, just like space. The viewing gallery gives the viewer an opportunity to look out into space and beyond. The arrangement of the gallery will be similar to a stadium facing the launch pads. It will be partially submerged in the ground and accessed from the topmost level. There will be internal and external seating areas to allow flexibility to the visitors. The same gallery can be used for lectures and presentations when required. Near the food court is an amphitheatre for outdoor shows and presentations. The connection between the buildings is through two pedestrian walkways. The outer one is an uncovered pathway which goes all around the buildings, and the inner circular pathway is a covered one and forms the shortest path between the buildings, thus completing the cosmos arrangement. Connected people operate together and are therefore more productive, stronger, and faster than people acting alone. We at SSIDC have a long track record of carrying out a wide range of projects for the defence sector and private sector for their establishments and infrastructure, abreast of innovation and new developments in the sector.